you can zoom in quite a bit.
I fix it using regular expression. Uh, Basically, what this command does is basically give us like the digits and fucking the digits, and it excludes anything but like digits, right? And this will be like one digit. The plus sign is to give us like two digits in case there is like two digits. And yeah, this one is, for example, to get like the second line, right? And here we're just using like a regular expression to come up with the fucking precipitation. And yeah, I tried a few commands, and this one seemed to be like the best one. So for example, if I click this, it will come as 1. And if I change it from this one, it will give us like the precipitation of the first one. And if we want to add like percentages, like the percentage, we will just have to add this. And there you go. It will be 60 percentage.
Nice. Yeah, yeah. Have them together. You know, the fucking temperature, wind speed, precipitation. Like have them in the same notebook.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Aldo, here's the annoying fucking part though. Like
Alright.
basically, for example, for when it comes to like getting the precipitation of a place, we will have to like look up for the link, like like the link that we used, and look up the link for like the specific city or state or whatnot. So and then paste it, and then evaluate all that shit.
Wait. But can't you just change the city and state within the address, web address?
I don't think so. Not that I'm
I
aware of.
mean,
No, it's just like
I feel
random.
like I feel like
Nope. Look.
uh, yeah, we might need to look for it. We might need a different website then.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
need a website where we can just it can um, correct the link itself. What we need to do is just give it the city and state, and then it corrects the link. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'll try to
okay,
look if I see if I can find something like that.
sounds good, man.
And
Yeah, excuse me.
fucking real estate. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I did like real estate, evaluated the three ones that we're looking at. Uh, the only fucking so I mean, what was I gonna say? The I checked on this one, new fucking location, and yeah, it seems unhealthy overall. Like in terms of like the values given, doesn't seem that fucking healthy. And
How did you evaluate? How did you get the values?
what values?
You're saying the values aren't healthy, but like how did you get them and what are
Like
and
with the websites that I check the environmental fucking values. What do you
no,
mean?
I mean you got the values, but how do you know they're unhealthy?
I mean, we're talking about, 5 for like the first value of fucking what is gonna say? Uh Pollen? No, what's the first value? The one that tells you basically how much fucking pollen and is it pollen, and what's the other one?
The
Basically the
first one is precipitation.
no, I know, not precipitation. I'm talking about what's I consider like kind of important in regards to that. Like the two values that tells you, like, for example, the quality of fucking pollution and shit like that in the environment, which will be like the second and the third one of the first, you know, uh, like the first, like the third and
So
the
so
second and the
did
first
you
one.
so this new data point, did you put it into the Mexico Total?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, I put the rest
Okay.
there. I think so. Yeah, I think I did
Uh,
so.
You, you wanna check and see where it is in the rankings?
Yeah, yeah. Let me see if I put it. I think I did though. Let me check. I might have forgotten. No, I don't think so. Well, let's see. Oh yeah, no, I didn't forget. Yeah, it's here.
Yeah.
Sagla,
Uh,
yeah, it's here.
okay.
Yeah, it's here. But like overall, for example,
Do you wanna scroll down and see like where is it in the rankings?
yeah, yeah. But like before we do that, like if
Oh,
we
you gotta
what? No, I'll already put it.
evaluate.
That I already put it. That, but I'll evaluate. But before we do that, like the pollution or whatnot, the pollen and shit like that, it was like 5 and 8, and then like fucking air quality was like fucking 80. Uh, life expectancy was 70. 1. Yeah. Fucking doesn't seem that healthy. But
Yeah.
like, let's see.
Yeah, let's see where is it. You can like maybe control F for that place.
Yeah. It's at the bottom. Ooh, who will have thought?
It's like right near the bottom.
Yeah, and you were doubting me, bro.
Damn. No, I was interested to see where it is in the rankings.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Uh, and now Hill Research. Fucking, I updated your big Bluetooth. Uh, fucking healthy for some reason. Um,
Okay, we could also you could also update that for 4 days forward on the Bluetooth.
I did too.
Oh, nice, nice.
It came out negative, fucking 0.49 or 495 for like the, type 1. And I mean, p value. What?
Said hypothesis was rejected.
Yeah, everything's 1111. You hear me?
Yeah, yeah. That's cool.
And for the, I did avocado versus peanut, and avocado seems to be healthier than peanuts now that it's fully updated. With
What?
negative zero
What was that?
avocado and peanut for absorption of your
Uh,
lycopene or tomatoes, remember? And
oh yeah.
it's negative 0.20.
Wait, which one is healthy?
Avocado.
There, avocado is healthy. Is the hypothesis rejected?
Yeah, 111. One.
Oh, weird. It like switched, right?
Yeah, yeah. Basically,
Okay.
avocado healthy. Yeah, it's below 30 in terms of like,
Okay.
yeah, the percentages. Um, Now, yeah, I updated the fucking, what is it called? The big Bluetooth. This is your results.
Like so fucking below zero. Okay. Okay.
Oh, I also added the prices of like the locations that we, considered best ones. On the terms of like acre, like price and acre size in the Mexico total. Do you hear me?
Yep. Yeah.
Are you looking?
Yeah, I looked at it.
Do you want me to scroll down?
No, that's, I got it. What's next?
Uh, what's next? Email and then some Hell research I also did on my own to add more
Nice.
content.
Cool, man.
You said, uh, responding your questions, the coordinators of closing that we have is Keller Williams for like I guess closing the deal or something like that. They support us throughout Scroll. What?
I didn't understand. What? I didn't catch it.
She said, responding your questions, the coordinators of like sort of like for finalizing the deal or whatnot, closing the deal. Uh, that we have is Keller Williams, I guess the fucking company that she works for, like the real estate company she works for. They help us through Scroll and the reduction. How do you say reduction? Reducting? Yeah, like the reduction. What's okay? So reducting, right? It's a word. With ION is reduction. No, how do you say it? Not reduction. Like when you redact something, you know. With
Well, I think redact means like you basically take a document and you like black out
yeah,
with a
yeah,
black marker or
yeah,
certain thing.
yeah. So, and we, in regards to the, redacting the fideicomiso throughout, it will be throughout Banco Santander, which is like a bank that, she recommends. Uh, and if everything is ready to like move forwards, if everything is ready to move forwards to the next step, uh, it will be, uh, it will be make an offer to the owner of the property or the terrain. Once they accept, we can carry on with the process. And she says, and on regards if there is any restrictions with the plot or whatnot, there is none. You can do anything you fucking want. You can have an RV. You can
Orgasm every day.
you can build
Not
your
orgasm.
own house. Yeah,
Orgy every day.
yeah, yeah. You can build a fucking hotel, whatever the fuck you want, a villa. There is no
Okay,
restrictions.
that's pretty nice. So did she say what's are they making the offer to the owner, or are they expecting us to like
Yeah, well,
make an offer on a price?
she used it to make an offer.
Uh,
She basically when she said that,
yeah.
if we wanna move
I
forwards,
guess.
for the next step, it will be make an offer to the owner of the property.
Well, I think she means maybe she will make the offer. We just need to say the price.
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess just
On
say 17 grand.
uh, yeah, yeah. And once they accept, we can carry on with the fucking like finalizing the deal. In other words, like, well, not finalizing the deal, but like starting to actually
Yeah,
go through the documentation and all that shit.
yeah. So to tell her to make an offer for 17,000.
It was like 16,000 something. Last time I checked, maybe they decreased the value, but
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, we don't want to fucking say anything extra.
yeah, yeah. Okay. So, anything else you would like to add?
Did she reply to all of this email?
What?
Like, am I like am I copied on this email?
No, Paige doesn't
or did
reply to
she?
your emails. Like she removes you from the fucking
She doesn't. No, she doesn't. There's two buttons. There's reply and there's reply to all. So also add say to please click reply all when replying to the email.
yeah, yeah. And then what after I make the offer?
I mean, I think that's pretty much covers it. Is fucking like sure make the offer for 16,000 or whatever the posting is, and then also please use reply all when replying to the email.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll send it. Uh, Now we're gonna go through like health research. Okay, apples. Uh, Study 1. Participants. The study included 160 healthy adults, men and women, aged 40 to 65 years with a baseline LDL cholesterol level between 3.36 and 4.92 millimole per liter. Participants were randomly assigned to one or two groups, an apple group or a control group. Intervention. Participants in the apple group were instructed to consume 2 apples per day, total of 320 to 400 grams, for 8 weeks. The control group was instructed to maintain their usual diet and activity levels. Outcome measures. The primary outcome measures was the change in LDL cholesterol levels from a baseline to 8 weeks. Second, outcome measures included changes in HDL cholesterol, total cholesterol levels, and triglyceride levels. Um, the data analysis, the researchers use a statistical analysis to compare the change in cholesterol levels between the two groups. LDL cholesterol levels. Participants in the apple group experienced a significant reduction in LDL cholesterol levels compared to the control group. Specifically, the apple group had an average reduction of 0.32 millimoles per liter, while the control group had an average reduction of 0.15 millimoles per liter. HDL cholesterol levels. Participants in the apple group also experienced a significant increase in HDL cholesterol levels compared to the control group. Specifically, the apple group had an average increase of 0.09 millimoles per liter, while the control group had an average increase of 0.03 millimoles per liter. Total cholesterol and triglyceride levels. The study found no significant differences in cholesterol and triglyceride levels between the two groups. Overall, the study suggests that daily apple consumption might have beneficial effects on cholesterol levels, including reduction in LDL cholesterol levels and increase in HDL levels. However, further research is needed to confirm those findings and determine the optimal dose and duration of an apple consumption for cholesterol management. In other words, an apple a day or here 2 apples a day keeps your health or keeps the diseases away. Well, in a way,
Keeps
kind
the
of.
doctor away.
Yeah, yeah. Keeps the fucking heart
That's
heart attack away.
that's the saying. Is an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Yeah. Participants. The study included 75 participants with Alzheimer's disease and 75 healthy control participants. All participants were over 65 years. Dietary assessment. Participants completed a food frequency questionnaire to estimate their intake of flavonoids and other nutrients. The questionnaire included information on the frequency and portion size of various foods and beverages consumed over the previous year. Flavonoid intake. The researchers used a database of flavonoid content in foods to estimate participants' total flavonoid intake. They also calculated intake of specific flavonoid subclasses, include flavonoids, flavanols, flavonones, and anthocyanins. That data analysis, the researchers used statistical analysis to compare the flavonoid intake of the Alzheimer's disease group and the control group. They also examined the association between flavonoid intake and Alzheimer's disease risk after adjusting for potential confounding factors. Flavonoid intake. The researchers found the participants in the control group had a significantly higher intake of total flavonoids, flavanols, flavan 3 oils, flavonoids, and anthocyanins compared to the Alzheimer's disease group. Alzheimer's disease risk. The study found significant inverse association between total flavonoids intake and Alzheimer's disease risk. Specifically, the participants with the highest total flavonoid intake had a 50% lower risk of developing Alzheimer's disease compared to those with lower intake. Flavonoid subclasses. The study also found that higher intake of specific flavonoid subclasses, including flavonoids and flavin 3 oils, was associated with lower risk of Alzheimer's disease. Um, what I was gonna say? The overall study suggested higher intake of flavonoids, including those found in apples and other fruits, might be associated with lower risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. However, in this case, as this was a case control study, further research is needed to confirm those findings and determine the optimal dose and duration of flavonoid intake on Alzheimer's disease prevention. In other words, fucking you gotta wanna keep your flavonoids up, which apples contain and other fruits. If you wanna keep your fucking prevent developing Alzheimer's disease.
So can you summarize it? What's the effect of flavonoids in Alzheimer's disease?
Oh, okay. So, like, basically, the researchers found that if you had more flavonoids, right, uh, you you had like less likelihood of having Alzheimer's disease or developing it. Like the patients that had higher levels of flavonoids had like lower, apparently on top of that, 50% lower risk of like developing it, and um, what I was gonna say, flavanols and flavin 3 oils were like the type of like flavonoids that were the most associated with lower risk of Alzheimer's disease.
You happen to know if apple is particularly rich in those types of flavonoids,
Uh,
or
not if they're particularly rich, but I know they have it.
right? Okay, got it.
I could look into it, maybe, and find out.
Here, if you want to.
Yeah, sure. Let me check. Okay, I just did a quick search, and yeah, obviously, like I checked, they're rich in flavonols, and but at first case it doesn't really sell much. Besides that, they have different types of flavonoids. Uh, yeah, and apparently flavonoids equals lower likelihood of developing Alzheimer's.
Nice.
Participants. The study included 3,267 adults aged 19 years and older. Dietary assessment. Participants completed a 24-hour dietary recall interview, which was used to determine their intake of apples and apple products. The researchers define apple products as any food or beverages that contain apples, such as apple juice, a pleasure, and apple pie. Cardiovascular risk factors. The researchers used data to assess participants' cardiovascular risk factors, including total cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, HDL
So,
cholesterol. What?
so for that lady, Mexican lady, let's see. Do you wanna like more ask more like as in um uh, as far as the price goes, or as far as the offer goes, is the price set or
I mean, I remember when I
are
asked her
they
about
able
the
to
price.
recommend it?
She said, "Yeah, that's a real price." When I asked her, remember?
Yeah, but how the fuck can it be real if they still have to make an offer to the fucking landowner? You know?
I mean, well, she needs to make up her fucking mind because at the beginning when we asked her, "Yeah, is it the real price?" Yes, it's a real price. Now, like, make an offer.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That I mean, like there could be different reasons for it or whatever, but I think we might as well clarify and ask if the price is set or if she can
Before making an
uh
offer, I was
so so
planning on making the
so
offer
s-
with the set price, but yeah, I mean, maybe it'll be better if we just go along with the set price. What if like we ask them, is it the real set price after they previously told us, yeah, that's the set price. You can buy it for that price that is announced. So
Okay, okay. To cut extra steps, we can just say we just don't say price. We just say yeah, sounds good. Make an offer. Or just we'll just tell her like, well, that's the next step to make an offer. Sure, make an offer.
no, but she's
Yeah, or
asking.
maybe
No, but with make an offer, she's asking us, I think.
that's what confuses me. Like because like I don't like fully understand exactly how it works or her position as far as like like my question is like is her responsibility to negotiate the cheapest price for us because like she works for us really more than the fucking landowner, or is it somehow
I
like the
mean,
price is set and she's just trying to sell the land for the owner for that? But then, if the price was set and she was
uh,
just trying to sell the land for the owner, like she would need to make an offer, right?
yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the way real estate agents work, if they sell it, they have like a commission, and the higher they sell it, the more commission they get. So, as far as I'm concerned,
Yeah, yeah. I guess you're right. I guess we just fucking go with the listing.
yeah.
Makes sense.
Um,
Well, I guess well, just I guess supposedly there's a fucking real estate agent that's selling the land, but then there's also like real estate agent that is like buying land, and I guess the one I mean, so I've seen on TV.
yeah.
So the one that's like who is like working to like find one, he's like doing the opposite. He's like trying to like lower the price
Mm.
and whatever. But yeah, I mean if her cut comes from basically selling at the highest price, and she's like basically her main client is the landowner, then yeah, we can just fucking stick to the listing.
Yeah, we should stick to the setup price that, when I inquired her for the price, she was, yeah, that's a real one. So, yeah, we should just go along with that, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's fine. That works.
Yeah. So, yeah, I will just tell her, the price that is listed, that what's what, it's gonna, the amount that is gonna be paid for the land, and that, make sure that she uh, adds you or on the CC.
Well, just what people usually say if they wanna like make a point of it, they just say please reply to all when replying.
Okay, please reply
Uh,
to all. Okay.
I think reply all, or however it shows up in Spanish. There's the two buttons. In English, it's reply all. So they say, please reply all when replying to the email. But I don't know, it's like in Spanish, the button.
Oh, what the heck? Give me what I was gonna say. So yeah. Statistical analysis. The researchers use statistical analysis to examine the association between apple consumption and cardiovascular risk factors while adjusting for potential confounding factors such as age, race, ethnicity, education, income, smoking status, alcohol consumption, physical activity, and other dietary factors. Apple consumption. The study found that adults who consume apples and apple products had significantly lower levels of total cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, and triglycerides compared to those who did not consume apples or apple products. Specifically, the mean total cholesterol levels were 222.9 milligrams per deciliter in the non-consumers group, and 217.3 milligrams per deciliter in the consumer group. The mean LDL cholesterol levels were 137.1 milligrams per deciliter in the non-consumer group and 133.2 milligrams per deciliter in the consumer group. The mean triglyceride levels were 119.2 milligrams per deciliter in the non-consumer group and 115 milligrams per deciliter in the consumer group. Blood pressure, the study found that double consumption was also, do you want to pull up to exercise, was associated with lower blood pressure levels specifically. Do you hear me?
Uh, I got 30 minutes to the delivery, so I feel like I might as well just get there.
Oh, okay. Specifically, the mean systolic blood pressure was 122.0 fucking mercury in the non-consumer group and 119.9 mercury in the consumer group. BMI, the study found that double consumption was associated with lower BMI levels. Specifically, the mean BMI was 28.7 kilograms per fucking meter square in the non-consumers group and 28.4 kilograms per meter square in the consumer group. HDL cholesterol, the study did not find a significant association between apple consumption and the HDL cholesterol levels, specifically the mean HDL
Like
cholesterol. What?
it doesn't particularly make sense. Like we write to her and say, we'll buy it. Well, we say, is this the real price? And we say we would like to buy it. What's the next step? And then fucking they lower the price, like like randomly the price of the listing gets lowered, even though if you know if it worked, if it worked like we were thinking that it works, like they wouldn't lower the fucking price, right?
I think it
It
only
doesn't.
lowered like $200 or some shit like that. If it lowered, I think. But
No,
not
it was
even that low.
17,000.
Okay. Yeah, then it lowered like 200 or some shit. Who knows?
But you said now it's 16,000.
I need to check it, I think.
Huh? What did you say?
Sorry, I was eating a fruit. I need to check it, but yeah, I think. Sorry. There was only like one piece left. Also, I forgot that you mind eating some, so my bad, bro. Sorry. Um, but wait, do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
So I think it lowered by like fucking 200 maybe. I'm gonna check once I finish this.
Okay.
Specifically, the mean HDL cholesterol levels were 52.9 milligrams per deciliter in the non-consumer group and 53.1 milligrams per deciliter in the consumers group. It's important to note that those values represent means and there is a variability in the results across the study population. Additionally, as this was a cross-sectional analysis, it cannot establish causality and further research is needed to confirm those findings. But yeah,
I didn't understand. Can you summarize this one as well?
well, so basically, um, like apples lower LDL cholesterol, and triglycerides to the ones that didn't consume it, right?
Was this one a randomized control study? Did you say?
Um, yeah. It was fucking wait, no. It was a cross study.
Okay, gotcha. Association.
Yeah, cross study. Uh, and basically, people that consume apples had like healthier BMI, like healthier weight per fucking height, and
Nice.
there was no really associations between in this study between HDL cholesterols, between the non-consumers and the consumers.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, you said no association, no effect on HDL. Okay.
there was effect on LDL cholesterols and triglycerides.
Yeah, but
Healthier.
not the
Yeah.
HDL.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and
Okay.
an overall healthier BMI on Apple consumers.
Nice, nice.
Like in other words, being having healthy BMI, not being fucking obese or like too underweight or too fucking fat for their height.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
Uh,
I'm looking forward